Pomfret. I'm sorry. Go ahead, buddy.
Pomfret looks for his very first fight, he looks very focused and confident in his skills. We'll see what happens.
Yes, he does. And Kyle's fighting up a weight class at least, too. Normally he fights at 155, and Ian looks to be quite a bit bigger.
Yeah, a little bit of the size difference for sure.
And this is exactly where Kyle wants to be when it goes down. He needs to get a hold of Ian.
Yeah, there's a height difference and maybe a little bit of weight. You see, this is a little filling out process.
Yep.
Trading some leg kicks inside. They kind of each throw a leg kick at the same time. Oh, there's a little head kick from Thomison. He got that leg up there, too.
It's great for new amateurs to want to engage like this.
Yeah.
It makes for an exciting fight.
Yeah, they're definitely not.
Neither guy's really leaving the pocket very far. They're both ready to fight.
Now, Dave, can Thomison want Pomfret to kick so he can maybe grab a leg and get him down that way? Or
he's not an outstanding wrestler like a couple of his teammates, so he needs this. He needs to force his opponent against the cage, and he needs to get a takedown from there. He's not going to be able to shoot a single or double from distance because he's just not that type of grappler. Well, that landed hard too.
Yeah, Pomfret has got some good hands.
Problem with that clinching against the cage may be the size and the possibly a little bit of a strength difference between Thomison and Pomfret.
I don't know if Kyle maybe could pull guard or pull him down when they're clinched like that to maybe save some energy, but I've seen him definitely go for a flying, knee bar, rolling knee bar from there.
Nice high kick.
Thomison landed a little straight left and a leg kick. You saw Pomfret kind of shake it off, but sometimes when they shake it off, they're like, okay, you landed it.
Yeah, he took it like it was nothing.
And there's a catch of that leg.
Just like you said, he caught the kick.
Yep.
But he got out-muscled a little bit there by Ian.
Those are some good knees right there.
Yep.
It looks like he blocked him a little bit with his forearms.
He got stuck in that tie clinch.
Threw a little knee of his own. It's almost kind of like anything you can do, I can do better with these two,
Yep.
Leg kicks, punches, knees.
When Kyle comes in, it looks like Ian's kind of just covering up, and that would be a great opportunity for Kyle to take a single or a double from that position.
They both have landed some really hard shots on each other, so.
30 seconds to go here, round number one, our first fight of the evening. Action-packed so far.
And Kyle returned the favor by putting him in a tie clinch, and then Ian reversed it and put Kyle in a tie clinch.
Well, he's throwing some good knees, but it looks like Thomason's really blocking him with those forearms.
Yeah.
Now, that may come into play a little bit later, but...
late in the round, he's trying to get this takedown late. 10 seconds.
Oh, there goes the leg lock.
And there it is.
Let's see if he can get a heel hook or not.
Close to a heel hook, but he's not going to get it before the round ends.
I would have liked
Good round.
I would have liked to see him go for that maybe a little earlier.
Yeah.
When they weren't so sweaty yet.
Exactly.
When it first started off.
Yep. Great start to the fights tonight. Great fight.
Absolutely. Trying to listen in here to the corner of Thomison. Yeah, we are Fast Play Sports on Fight TV tonight, doing the Wings, etc. I went downtown last night for the just going to Kokomo's graduation. I stopped in to check on the weigh-ins for a minute, and I saw a lot of the fighters down there. Dan Head, who's our main event tonight, and typically our broadcast partner, looked in phenomenal shape. I mean, I've seen Daniel when he's had to cut to 155, and he looks sickly.
Yep.
Last night, he weighed in 170 on the dot, and I'm telling you what, he looked good and he felt good. And, we'll talk more about his fight in a little bit, but I'm excited for that one later on.
Just a stacked card of fights tonight.
Yes. And we're ready to get round number 2 going, guys. Let's go, Kyle. I tell you, it's funny us sitting here doing this because typically Dave and I are sitting at home watching the fights on TV and commenting during those, and so it's kind of fun to have it here on Fight TV.
I'm no Goldberg.
Another left hand there from Pomfret. Another
nice
leg kick.
And he returned it with a straight punch to his face.
Well, I tell you, if
he's in trouble right here.
Pomfret's really unloading.
Yep.
He did, but I think Thomison did a really good job of defending all those strikes.
Yeah.
If any of those land to the body, definitely take the win from you really quick.
Well, he's shooting, and it's stuffed pretty easily right here.
hammer fist to the side of the head.
There it is. Now we can work. Head first.
I'm just curious to see if maybe Ian will gas out. I mean, because when he unloads
with everything.
With everything there for a short amount of time. And
yep. Good drop down. Push him against the cage and pull him out if he wants to finish this. He switched to a single here. His corner's yelling for a double.
It seemed like maybe he went for that leg lock at the end of the round, probably not wanting. He didn't want to go early because then he might get stuck on bottom.
Right. But see, he's good on bottom. That's where he gets a lot of his submissions is from bottom.
Well, he's definitely, both guys are able to take a punch and a kick. That's for sure. There's a foot stomp. Looks like the guys are kind of resting here. They had a tough first round and a tough start to this round.
Not a big rest. They are throwing a lot.
Yeah. Okay. Thomason's okay with this, it looks like. I don't think you see enough of that where those guys throw that front kick to the knee.
Yeah. It's a dangerous kick to do.
Kyle, 1 minute left. Let's go. All right, let's win this round, Kyle. Hey, put him up against
1 minute to go here in the second round. Very close fight to this point.
Yeah, I don't know.
Nice kick. It was partially blocked.
High kick.
Yep.
But how much effect does? I mean, he's landed. That's his third at least head kick that he's landed, and Pomfret just nods his head yes. How much effect does that have in a judging situation? He's like almost acknowledging, yeah, you hit me.
Yeah. It's almost the same as when a fighter shakes his head like, nah, that didn't hurt me.
Right.
You know it hurt him.
And you know, when you leave it in the hands of a judge, and I know you judge in the UFC as well, and by him nodding his head, kind of like, yeah, you kicked me, it almost draws attention to the fact, and I don't know how much that might play into a...
Yeah.
Because this seems to be a pretty even fight right now. I think Pomfret's winning the stand-up.
Yeah.
There hasn't been much grappling, but... Well, there's a little takedown from Pomfret, which isn't a bad thing for him. That might have just secured the round for him for sure.
Yeah, I mean, if I was him, I'd almost give up a takedown just to get the fight on the ground with his, leg submission skills he's got.
A good point to bring up here. Both guys appear to be in great shape.
Oh, yeah.
We witnessed, or we mentioned earlier, Thomison taking this fight on short notice. And
how about a hand for your ring card girl, Brandy?
3 rounds in the cage before, so we don't know how he's feeling right now, too. You can train all you want, but until you're actually in there and actually fighting, you don't know what it's going to feel like after 2 rounds.
Exactly.
Anybody's fight here in the third.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
I mean, personally, I'm leaning towards Pomfret up 2 rounds to none, but they're close rounds.
Mm-hmm.
I still think in that first round he landed some harder strikes and some better strikes. Thomison did go for the submission at the end of that first round, but I don't know how much that's going to play into it. But you never know because, I mean, depending on where the judge is sitting and what they see, it could be the deciding factor.
Right.
Round 3.
Round 3 is started underway, and here they go with the leg kicks again. Do you think that Kyle might be better off to throw some, leg kicks before he goes straight for the head one? Or?
Oh, yeah. Good head movement, too. He hasn't had a lot of head movement in his previous fights. He's stayed on center and paid the price with straight punches. So it's clear he's been working on his head movement.
Oh, a little spinning back fist and kick back with a straight left. Yeah, that was a... Dave, I just heard Thomason's corner tell him, you're winning now, keep going. That's not ever a good thing to say to a fighter in a close fight, is it?
Right. They could also mean that he's winning this round.
He
this is exactly where Thomison wants, because that's not a deep guillotine.
That's not a deep guillotine, and he's fighting it off 2-on-1.
Yep. It looks like he could be switching to a 10-finger. And he looks like he lost his grip. He's throwing punches now. If Thomison could spin.
I think Pomfret would be smart to just maybe back up and
absolutely.
Stand up and get away.
Yep.
A little bit of a mistake.
Took his back. Yep.
Initially, he had the standing guillotine.
Here he goes for that leg. Let's see if he can get it.
Pretty slippery at this point.
Yeah, and he switches to another one.
Here comes a heel hook.
Pretty deep
now,
right there.
Can they heel hook in Amy's? I can't remember.
I'm not sure if that's
I
part
think
of
it's
the...
a twisting. Since it's a twisting submission, I think they can only do the straight foot lock.
That's true. Yep.
Which completely takes away a serious weapon.
Yeah.
Those are the good Hoist Gracie kicks we talked about before the fight.
Yeah, they were.
He's got a minute. He might be able to lock on something here. Now, those kicks aren't meant to really do a lot of damage, but they're meant to get some movement out of the guy on top and possibly open up one of those submissions. I know that's how Hoist did it back in the early UFCs.
Right. Those you feel a day or two after the fights.
And it looks like Thomason's doing a great job of avoiding taking damage from the bottom. And when he starts to throw, when Pomfret starts to throw, Thomison kind of elevates. Oh, there's a head kick from the bottom.
Yep. He was doing great at using that half butterfly to keep Pomfret off balance. Now he's back to full guard.
Got the last
20 seconds to go. Third and final round. I think we're all in agreement that Thomison needs to get out of this position.
Yeah, he needs to finish it or get out, in my opinion. I think this has been an awesome fight, an unbelievable fight.
Yes.
But I don't know if Thomison has done enough to win it. And there's the horn to end the round. This was a great fight. You know, we're going to go to a judge's decision. We were talking about this before we went on, about judging and what some judges see over other judges. And, you know, I always compare it to basketball because from one side of the court, you might see a travel, but if there's a player in between the referee and the guy traveling, you don't always see it.
Yep.
And that happens a lot in here with positioning, you know, a guy being positioned farther across the cage or a referee standing in his way or something else. But
one of the corner pads could be obstructing the view of one of the judges, and he may not see some of the strikes that are being landed.
All right, we're going to go to a judge's decision here. And we'll see who takes this fight. Over there tallying up the all right, let's see. You know, I mean, Thomason's had 2 fights. His first fight was back in January, and he lost a split decision. I personally think that he's probably going to end up on the losing side of this, but this dude is tough, man. I want to see him fight.
He's very tough.
I want to see him fight again, and, you know, the more experience he gets, the better he's going to be.
Both of his fights have definitely been very close.
And I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised with either way this decision goes. I just know from what I was witnessing.
Ladies and gentlemen, with the first bout of the evening going the distance, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge number 1 scores the bout 30-27, Pomfret. Judge number 2 scores the bout 29-28, Thomison. Judge number 3 scores the bout 30-27. For your winner by split decision, Ian Pomfret.